Okay, spawning into Shoreline, and my plan for this video is to do another full raid sort of walkthrough or breakdown. You guys have asked me to do it on different maps, so I'm going to try and do one on Shoreline. And my main focus for this raid is going to be going to the health resort, hitting some Ledex rooms, and just getting a bit of loot, and maybe some PvP. So, most important thing about Shoreline, I would say, is as soon as you spawn in, you want to run and leave your location. There's a lot of spawns in the same area, so the longer you stick around, the higher the chance that you're going to die. So as you can see, as soon as I spawn in, I'm immediately sprinting away and just trying to get out of this sort of area. This area on the left here has probably around 5 PMC spawns, so it's very, very dangerous, and it's likely you're going to run into somebody else. So my pathing to get to Health Resort, I like personally just going to the hard right, so I only have to worry about one angle to my left, and then I'm going to try and run up and get into the east wing. So there could actually already be people in front of me here, but I don't want to hang around too long because everyone who spawns on the left is probably going to be running towards me now, and I don't really want to die right off the bat. So I am going to be cautious and always check my surroundings, but I do want to get out of this area as quickly as I can. In there is generally quite dangerous, but you know what? So far we haven't seen anyone, so that is very good. I would say we may have safely gotten out of the die as you spawn zone, but you are never safe on this map, let me tell you that. So the health resort is just in front of me up here, and I'm probably not going to be the first one that can actually get to the resort with my spawn. So it's always good to assume that you're not going to be the first person there, just so you're extra cautious, and that is what I am going to assume as well. So the way that I'm going to get into the building is doing the jump up on the truck out to the right of the east wing, which I will show you as I get close to it. So plan is to hit the east wing, Ledex rooms, try fill up our bag with some good loot, and then we're just going to extract, and we'll see if anybody else tries to contest east, which is very likely. And then based on that, okay, there's I think a scav in front of me or something. Just saw a scav there. Okay. So, once I jump in, I like chilling for a little bit just to see if I can hear anything. Because people are going to hear me run into this building, and if they're here before me, we need to try and get some sort of audio on them to know where they are. But this whole time I haven't heard much, so I can try and peek my head around here. And I'm going to be very greedy and go straight for the best room, which is this one here. So we're going to get into here. Those are actually worth a decent amount of money. And into here. And let's see if... Obviously, we do not find a Ledex. So that's a Ledex spawn there. And I think O-scope is actually a relatively good find. So I'm going to put that in there. And that's pretty much about it for this room. I'm not going to loot the weapon boxes, but I will check the toolbox, because these can have some good loot sometimes. Okay, so I don't know why I feel like I could hear something on my right. I could be mistaken, but I am going to sort of peek it, and the next room I actually want to get into is this one here, which is another Ledex room, but looks like we have one of these figurines. So that's worth more than a CMS. So I'm going to replace that and put that there instead. Next, I want to be getting to the room just around this corner on my right. So I want want to clear this. I don't see anybody. Still not seeing or hearing anybody, so I think it's hopefully safe to get in. This is a Ledex spawn, but obviously no Ledex today. So at this point, I'm sort of assuming that I might be the only one here, just because we haven't heard anything or seen anyone. So I'm just going to hit my rooms as quick as I can. This next one here is actually a room with a lot of PCs. So if you open that door, jump over here, you can get in here, and then pray that you find a GPU. So we'll hit all these PCs. My god, GPU. Incredibly clutch. I actually played a Shoreline recently and found a GPU in the exact same PC, so our luck is really, really good right now. And then I think in terms of Ledex spawning, I think one can spawn on this. Okay, so we're hearing something running, but I'm unsure if it's a scav or not. They've just stopped. The running sounded like it was really, like, rhythmic, I guess you could call it. So it might be a scav, but you can never be too safe to assume that. We are sort of stuck here, though. Okay. I think it's a scav because he just screamed a little. But we're gonna try and be more careful than normal. I'm going to go with the assumption that it's a scav, because there's a room I want to check down here. This one just over here. And we haven't heard any further footsteps, so let's have a look. Ledexes can spawn down here. That's where I found my first one. There is another PC block, so check this really quickly. Maybe we get a back-to-back GPU. Not quite. Alright, in here, I'm not sure if any good loot can spawn in here, but there's generally like meds and things like that, but obviously nothing too crazy. And let's take all this actually, because why not? Check the suitcase. UX Pros actually go for more than you would think, because people use them for crafting. Okay, so now I want to just loot all these rooms on the ground floor. So there's a few med bags and things like that that we can hit. Nice little stim there. I think this one should have more. Yep. And as you can see, we're very slowly filling up our bag. SJ6. Okay, so I should have probably replaced some stims, but whatever. I always forget to take my stims out once I find them in other raids, and then I just don't have room. Okay, so we've hit that one. Next we'll hit this one here. Duffel bags generally have relatively good loot. Blood set. I have a weekly for these. Okay, has this scav come inside actually? It sounded like it, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no, I think I'm wrong. Alright. Okay, couldn't really aim there, but it is what it is. Let's fill up this mag just in case we need it. So, kind of strange that we haven't actually run into anybody yet, because generally there's a lot of people that come into the East Wing to hunt Ledexes and stuff, but you know, seems like a very quiet raid. We'll check here to see if anyone's sort of watching. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna try and get into the what's it called? West Wing, this raid. I think that's quite dangerous. So we're just gonna stick to our side, loot up everything, and then get out. Finding relatively good loot as well. As you can see, we are almost full. And I would be relatively happy just extracting anytime soon. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Any of these rooms... There we go. What the hell is that? I thought that was an item or something. Okay. So surprisingly, we heard someone out this way. So we should be cautious. Maybe somebody's planning to, I guess, come into the resort. It sounded like it was sort of out on that side, if I'm not mistaken. But we are probably not going to find this guy, so it's better spending our time on other things. Quickly go into the marked room. Have I done this quest? Yeah, okay. Check the dead scav. Wow, a balaclava in the dead scav. That's like the worst one I've ever seen. Nothing too good here. Actually, I think I have a key. Let's check this room first. Does this room just have nothing in it? Okay. Pretty sure I have this key. Yeah. So, not sure if this is a good room, but we may as well check it. Oh, okay. Wow, it is a good room. We just found a Tetris, so we definitely can't complain. Let's shuffle some of this around. Okay. A PSU. Those are actually worth a decent amount of money, so I will take it since I'm probably going to head out after I finish looting this. That's probably not worth it. And actually, let's just take that and then we can literally run. Alright, so we've looted up the entire east wing. Now I'm going to go back here, which is where I came in. I'll quickly give it a little bit of a scout, but I don't see anybody. So I'm just going to try and run back out this way and go towards Mountain Pass. So we got a full bag, we found a GPU, which is amazing. Tetras and things like that. No one's really contested us, which honestly is sort of ideal since we've got a lot of stuff on us. And now my plan is to simply run towards Mountain Pass and just get out. So I like running down this hill to get as far away from the resort as possible, because people from West Wing might be able to shoot me and things like that. So I just run down here, and then I sort of book it this way, up against the wall, and then just run to the extract. Now if you want to be a bit safer, you don't have to sprint. I tend to sprint because I'm just very impatient and things like that, but you don't have to do it. So, for example, if someone's up on this hill, he's gonna hear me well before I can even react, since I'm just stomping around really, really loudly. Hope I didn't just jinx myself, but we will see once we get there, if somebody is up here or not. Now I'm being extra cautious because of what I said. But we actually look alright so far. So we did hear shooting out this way earlier, which is something we should be relatively mindful of. But there's so much fog. We're just gonna run straight down, honestly. I don't think anyone's gonna really see me with this amount of fog. And right in here, and that's our extract. So, a lot of loot, didn't run into anybody. That's how I play Shoreline. Not every raid's gonna have a lot of action in PvP, but if you guys enjoyed that video, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.